IslamNet is raising funds to establish a masjid and community centre in Norway, and they urgently need your support. This donation will be a sadaqah jariyah for you, because every person that comes a step closer to Allah through your donation, you will inshallah be reaping the reward. Click the link and donate what you can.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. As you guys know, the horrific attack that took place on a Christmas celebration where the German people were celebrating it, wherever it is for that matter, every non-Muslim, whoever that is, in Islam, they have a right to celebrate what they want to celebrate. In the Islamic rule, when Christians and Jews lived under Islamic rule, they have their churches, they have their celebrations, whatever it is, they can drink alcohol, they can do whatever they like because they are protected by the Islamic Khalifa. So this notion that Muslims are against it, or if we had the opportunity when I'm driving and I have great urge to just run over people because they're celebrating Christmas, is absolute nonsense. Now, very bizarrely, it's really bizarre, and I need you guys to help me report Sky News to Ofcom. Here is why. Listen very carefully to what they are saying, because they're in utter shock. How could it be? How could it not be a Muslim? It has to be a Muslim. No, they're not. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people, and majority of them are not Muslim, for that matter. Yeah. Here's the news that they did a little slip up, and let's see what they said.
The target and brutal method of the Christmas market attack bear the hallmark of Islamist terrorism.
Oh yes, the hallmark. They go and they look and they're like, I can smell Islamism in the air. Halal. I can smell halal in the air. Yes. What the hell are you on about? Like, I don't understand. What does this mean? But anyways, let's carry on. It's an atrocious attack that happened, and many people, killers, mass murderers, terrorists, whatever you want to call it, they all have the same method. The methodology is the same. The hallmark is what? They want to kill innocent people. There's not a specific label given to a specific religion for it. Okay, let's carry on.
But the suspect is described by German authorities as an Islamophobe.
At this point, we can only say for sure that the perpetrator was evidently Islamophobic. We can confirm that. Everything else is a matter for further investigation, and we have to wait.
Okay, so it's like they're disappointed, but the but is what? He was an Islamophobe. It's like they're like, oh man, bloody hell, I've ruined my night now. It's Islamophobe. Oh, he's an Islamophobe. How could it be? It's not possible. But listen a little bit more closely, guys. Look what she says. Unbelievable. And we need you guys to report this presenter and Sky News to Ofcom, because this is biased media, biased coverage.
Now under arrest, the suspect has been named in German media as Talib A, a 50-year-old doctor from Saudi Arabia who fled to Germany almost 2 decades ago.
Regarding the motive of the perpetrator, I can say it currently looks like he was dissatisfied with how Saudi refugees were treated in Germany, and that could have been the motive.
I mean, there's been people saying, yes, okay, he's not a Muslim, but still the Arab region, the Arabs, they have this animosity against Christmas. What are you on about? Of course, in most Arab countries, they have Christmas celebrations there. What are you talking about? Yeah, okay, so that's absolute nonsense. It's like as if they're like, no, if it's not Muslim, it's an Arab thing. If it's not Arab, it's the black. If it's not the black, it's the browns. If it's not them, it's the Russians. It's just the other. No.
German police were seen on Friday night searching a house in a nearby town in connection with the attack. They'll also be trawling the suspect's online presence. On social media, he described himself as an ex-Muslim who helps people flee the Gulf.
That's very clear. He also was a Zionist, atheist, ex-Muslim. Very clever man. Spotted the ADF party or whatever it is in Germany, which is a far-right party. He was far-right himself. He had more in common with Tommy Robinson. He had more in common with a pusillanimous weasel, the cursed-faced individual. Yes? And the funny is, I saw a clip of a pusillanimous weasel, yeah? He's like, no, it has to be, yeah, it can't be. There must be something, mental illness or whatever. That's like, they cannot fathom. And if we look at most of the killings in history that's been done, atheism leads. I think it's Christianity or atheist number 1, and then Islam is 6th in the line. Meaning, in history, non-Muslims have been committing far greater atrocities than Muslims could ever do. But let's carry on.
The website he also runs has a warning about not claiming asylum in Germany. Among the many questions, investigators will surely be wanting to know why someone who opposes Islam allegedly chose to unleash such terror on a Christmas market.
And here is where we need you guys to report this to Ofcom. Let's listen again, very carefully. I don't know if you guys missed it there.
Among the many questions, investigators will surely be wanting to know why someone who opposes Islam allegedly chose to unleash such terror on a Christmas market.
You can't make this up. She's basically saying, how can somebody Who is against Islam? Meaning they are saying that the very definition, the origins of Islam is violence, it's terrorism, it's against humanity. So how could it be someone who fiercely opposes, listen carefully, Islam could do an atrocity? They're basically saying anyone that opposes Islam would never do such a thing. Islam is inherently evil, barbaric, violent, terrorism, and whatever it's for that matter. So it does not make sense that how could one that opposes Islam do such atrocity? Meaning, it's as if they are negating the shootings that happen in Masjid that happen in America every week. The rape, whatever it is happening in India, majority, yes, okay. The pedophiles who go to these countries, the white middle-aged men who are going and doing all this kind of stuff, and all these other killings, the Zionists start killing men, women, children, massacring all of them, laughing about it, joking, all of this. No, they don't exist. People that oppose Islam do not do evil. Islam is evil. Report to Ofcom, guys. I'm going to give you the details. You have to report to Ofcom, inshallah. Let's see the remaining. This is direct violation, okay? And mass reported to Ofcom.
The investigations, of course, started immediately. There were house searches in his hometown in Bernburg. There is, of course, a very close look at his online profile, which seems bizarrely anti-Islamic.
Bizarrely anti-Islamic. Meaning, we need to ask some questions here. That's bizarrely anti-Islamic. I mean, no. When he was supporting your narrative, he's fine. It wasn't bizarrely anti-Islamic. It was fine, he's anti-Islamic, he's an Islamophobe. But now because he's carried out the attack, it's like, oh no, this sounds a bit bizarre now. He's a bit too Islamophobe. He should be a little bit. No. You are in denial. You cannot fathom, because you're like, no, it has to be a Muslim. It has to be a Muslim. It's not a Muslim. No, it doesn't add up. You know, it's like a person who does his attacks. You know, he has his moment and he goes, oh, let me see. Yeah, I'm mentally unwell. I've just become mentally unwell. We Muslims, we are prone. We are immune to being mentally we cannot be mentally unwell. It is an impossibility for a Muslim to be mentally unwell.
And anti-Saudi and right-wing. So obviously they're trying to figure out what precisely was going on.
The attack comes amid heightened vigilance at Christmas markets worldwide. Only this week, the British Security Minister visited shoppers in London to raise awareness.
In a nutshell, with this part, they're basically saying, you know, even though this was not a Muslim, just so you guys know, there's heightened measures across the board in the different countries. Police are basically saying, we're expecting the Muslims to attack any second. So they're just telling you, there is still hope. There is still hope that a Muslim is going to carry the attack, so we can push our propaganda and our agenda and forget about what Zionists are doing, the true criminals, the true evil people, what they're doing to the Palestinians. So they're saying, yeah, don't worry, you know, they're still heightened, just keep that, they're still, you know, it's still heightened measures. Don't ever think that it's not going to be a Muslim, it's still going to be a Muslim. We're going to get you to hate Islam. It's not working. Those days are over. The majority of the people, they see the truth in Islam. They see it. We have people flocking to Islam. So it's not working anymore. People have seen the real evildoers who are doing false flag attacks around the world, who have even attacked Navy ships. Okay, a couple of decades ago, Zionists who attacked US Navy ships. Okay, so it's clear. The whole world can see who is behind what. So carrying the propaganda, brothers and sisters, report this to Ofcom. That's all I wanted to say. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you guys. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever builds a masjid for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will build for him a similar house in Jannah. On that day where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that our books will be given and every little atom weight of good deed you've done will be there. And imagine you see a mountain and you're like, what a lucky person, which righteous person? And Allah says, this is for you. For me? Yes. What did I do? You allowed people to pray. You built a masjid. I never had the money to build a masjid, oh Allah. You helped, you gave towards it, and Allah gives you the reward of as if you've built it. Donate now, guys, and do not delay. And share the video for extra rewards.